We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
57's the mic. Rock 57.
Now it's Wilson. And connecting here with DJ Chark. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Giants first down.
315.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson setting up the screen for Cook. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Screen 80. Watch the run. They're running it. Kill. One left. Jump.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the double. 56. Watch the twist.
Off the play fake. Herbert. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he finds a man with a crossing route. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
30 base. 56.
First and 10 at the 50-yard
Out.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Back at the 47-yard line.
Mike 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. That escapes the sack. And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. Ryan Anderson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Play action. Now Wilson rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the... Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DJ Chark. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college. and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A big play there for the Giants. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Switch. Good job right there.
Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, Wilson. And an alley to run. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 21.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Friday.
Check 99. Check 99. Mike's 57's right. That's right.
On 1st down, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Now a run with Cook. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Redskins nothing.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
14. Here we go. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. And let's get some penetration here.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Ready?
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Look at me. Score. Score. Watch the safety tree.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads of that?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Definitely worth taking in our deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 33. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter, you get points on the board. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half, I mean, that just didn't happen. First down, here's the run with Cook. He takes this for about 6, down inside the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Now Cook running right. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson operating from the gun. Dancing to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And it is now 21-0. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 29-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Green 80!
Hey, watch your leg!
After the interception, here's Wilson. Steps away to his... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Stay out, stay out, stay.
On second down, it's Washington looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd down.
Let's get the ball. Slam. Tight dog.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Yep. I got it. 56 to Mike. Let's go.
Throwing again. Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Under 10. 56
Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's make these babies proud. Let's make these babies proud.
This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create
Touchdown, Washington! Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now it's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
There's Wilson to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Come on.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Rock it, snap.
Again, it's Barkley. Touchdown, Washington! Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
41. Redskins 17. Steven Gostkowski set to
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
New York.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Go.
Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Good. 152. Oh, you got deep?
Again, it's Cook. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Redskins 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Ready, break.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check.
2nd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Herbert. He'll get this one to Golladay. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Washington Redskins first down.
Ready? 50,
56.
Cut. Go.
On first down, Barkley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Hey, two.
Back to throw. Herbert. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Kenny Golladay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
First down, New York.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the slide. Check. Let's go double count right here. Double count. 19. Pick up the ball. Mike 52. All day.
Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. Always got some breathing room. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Saquon Barkley, 26 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Ooh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak.
at maximum.
On. You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the carry, it's Cook. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Jatavis Brown on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Oh, what a juke into space. 20, 10, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 58 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see.
He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Right there, 56. Don't get nervous.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready.
From the gun, Herbert. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and it's third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
On fourth down, Herbert looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Cre'Von LeBlanc with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. And they're not able to convert on fourth down. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On first down, Cook. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Rip left, rip left. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Out, 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 out.
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And an alley to run. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Andy Isabella with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
The try here for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Giants 51, Redskins 31. Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Hey, wahoo!
Here we go on 2nd and 12. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Herbert throwing deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
My 56, my 50.
From the gun, Herbert. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 3rd down, Herbert. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 4th down, Herbert. And able to complete it to Moreau. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Trent Murphy able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Mike 56.
Back to throw. Herbert, he's going to go up top for the... And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Kelvin Harmon, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Cut, move the team.
51, Mike, 51. 65, 65. 65.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Here we go.
Cook following the penalty. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
2 times. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Back. Check 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Check. Alert 3.
Touch 50.
On 3rd down, Cook. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
Set the tone, defense.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And now here is another interception. Picked off.
Ladies and gentlemen.